in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen, you know that meme of the guy on the bike and then he puts that thing inside the spokes of the wheel, then he falls down? That's essentially what we see coming from the case of side government. They create all of these archaic characterizations of how women are being treated, how women are acting, and how society portrays being a woman. But those aren't entirely realistic, nor are they round winning, because from the very get-go, we were quite clear with regard to what we wanted to defend and what our burdens were in this debate. There are 3 reasons why our side takes this round by a clear margin. Firstly, it's in terms of burden fulfillment and the definition and characterization of what lipstick feminism really looks like. We were quite clear and consistent coming from Jaron, wherein he talked to you about challenging the standards and rejecting these conservative or traditional archaic definitions of what it means to be a woman. And we told you that to some people, because given that people exist on a spectrum of emotion, to some people, what might be conservative to someone might be liberal to another and vice versa. But the point in which we champion is that when you oppose lipstick feminism, you push some women to the margin and send the message that they are not part of the feminist movement in the guise of empowering whatever existing norm or standard is there, which we clearly got from my first speaker's case. And we think that what their side did time and time again was harp and accuse us of this idea of being inconsistent. But we told you we were very clear. We were very clear from the start of his speech that there are double standards that used to exist before and now are so much better already. We don't want to oppose lipstick feminism, which is a valid choice for women to make, and ultimately don't want to backtrack the movement and backtrack the progress that the feminist movement has already created. Because the point in which you do that is the point in which you leave them to their own devices and are ultimately left up to the subjectivity of men and other abuses. Secondly, this is the most important issue. In terms of the realistic frame and characterization of how the world works, I respond to this very clearly coming from Deb. Brands, you have H&M and Dior who already champion and celebrate all of these different beauty standards of what it looks like to be a woman. Products, you have things like MAC, NARS, Vice Cosmetics, Nichido, take your pick, right? All of these things are relatively more affordable than they were decades ago. And we think that this goes to show that society, corporations, businesses all recognize that beauty is the eye of the beholder, and it's up to you as to how you want to celebrate that. You want to use makeup, you don't want to use makeup, whatever is fine, it's become more prevalent. We even went to this extreme burden of defending adult performers and the categories of pornography, which previously before were not a part of the feminist movement. And we think that the point in which you oppose lipstick feminism is the point in which you tell them, hey, you're no longer part of the feminist movement. This is very important, and the nuance coming from my case was that we challenged the definition of weaponization and ultimately the definition of what it means to celebrate your sexuality. We think that what was previously considered taboo is now something that we entertain as the norm, and ultimately that's an impact-winning argument because continuously we'll be able to challenge what we previously thought was not possible or what we previously thought was not something that would be good for women. But now we champion diversity, unity, and solidarity. Lastly, this is the most important as well. Where are women best protected? Guys, they're most protected under the banner of the feminist movement when they have a collective identity to rally behind and a community to be able to support them. We tell you on our side, they are free to choose to opt in or opt out these strands of feminism, even if other conservatives might find it offensive, and ultimately, we at least give them a chance to be represented. For all of these reasons and more, we tell you the motion falls and we take this debate. See you at the breaks.
Thank you so much.